Okay, I cannot believe it. I did a whole storyline and it wound up not recording. Okay, I gotta do it all over. I'm gonna say it fast though because I was on this one and I know this is not on my video. So this is for Mr. Kidane, Mr. Yohanes. Okay, so I'm just gonna let me see. How did I have them in order? We're gonna go. This was the first one. I don't know where this one was. This wasn't the first card though, but let's just flow. I'm gonna go through it fast because I did it already and I thought it was on my computer, so I don't want it to hold me up because I was on this stack right here. When I notice I don't see my videos, so let's just flow because I heard yesterday that he was no longer alive and that he committed suicide, and I wanted God to give me something, Lord, that showed me that he committed suicide and that he wasn't just murdered. Okay, so let's just flow. Okay, this one was the first card, so I'm just going to move fast and swift, okay? It says right here that it was a flicker. His flicker was put out for sure. But did he put his own flicker out by committing suicide, or did somebody else do it and murder him? Follow me? He was analyzing something to see where something stemmed from. Some kind of way he's dealing with jobs, right? And God wanted him to go home and look on the computer, or he might have been looking on the computer some kind of way as far as jobs. Somebody he knows keeping their options open he's connected to. Somebody confused him for a prostitute, though. They can give him something and then to make him romantic, anything like that. Somebody was energy seeking and he had to see it for what it is, whoever this person is, because he had to stop running, look at things and stop running from things. Something come from his childhood because he was dealing with a female, whoever the female was. Unfortunately, a female who get things done, a go-getter kind of female. So it says right here, if he played a part in what happened to him, he had to wear that shoe. That is anything that happened to him. Whatever it may be, he had to deviate from a conquest deal, God says, because somebody was upset with him, whoever it is, outside or inside, walking the streets, walking the alleys, walking the corridors, or wherever they was. Okay, because he thought somebody was joking with him and they popped up on him, whoever it was, because somebody was upset. So we got some pill pusher, whoever that is, that he was connected to. Follow me? That is a shark. Follow me? So we have right here, somebody wanted him to communicate, collaborate with them. Let's get to the melting pot. Yohanes, come on, okay? Okay, his ex is trouble. Ex-friend, ex-lover, whoever this ex is, whoever the ex is trouble, God says, right? Because the ex is not for him, God saying. Ex feel like nobody perfect. Okay, we got, it was a lack of control out of the ex or out of somebody who a Capricorn, act like a Capricorn, devil energy like the Capricorn. Somebody who might be the daughter of somebody, or their parent is a Capricorn, or whatever that Capricorn is standing for. He had to refuse to stay in a puddle because it would keep him wet. He had to get in the dry place. The puddle is negative, the devil. The dry place is God. Get my drift, right? Because God wanted him to get on his path because he an earth angel. Universe was driven to guide into his path, but he had to go to it. So some kind of way he captured the opportunity at the lighthouse. That's the hospital, church, rehabilitation, drug treatment, or Alcoholics Anonymous. He went to one of these places, follow me, because it was time for him to heal from something he had went through in his life. He had healing path work. He is an earth angel person. God put here to help people in this world, but he had to let go of destruction. He's hooked to destruction with people he's hanging with, places he was going. God says, do not, just for the family, do not hold on. Do not hold themselves hostage to the death of Mr. Yohanes. Your loved one, he is here in spirit. That's for the family. So we have right here, he was a people pleaser, trying to please these people, trying to get along with these people because it was a racist or more than one racist among these people he's dealing with. He's getting pressure from, he's being harassed by, he's being targeted by, he's being talked down by, or whatever was going on. He had to know his words had power, because he is smarter than everybody who's coming after him. And I'm saying it. Okay, now let's go to the next one. And this is what I had before the video turned on. Deck 14, that's deck 14, okay? This Stack 14. I got to keep track of this, right? So these are ones that I had down so far. Okay, let's just run. Somebody wanted to stamp their name on him, or wanted him to stamp his name on something so they could have money in the bank. Or he wanted to stamp his name on something to have money in the bank. Remember, somebody wanted him to get in something. Let's get to the melting pot. Let's make some money, or whatever they're saying. Okay, somebody moved fast on it and made something happen as far as making money or whatever. Or somebody moved fast on it and committed manslaughter on him. However it goes, right? Somebody wanted full range submission, docile out of Mr. Yohanes, right? They was spending their time abusing Mr. Yohanes, right? So we have right here, he joined a gathering, a party, an interview, orientation, a court, whatever he did, counseling, or wherever he went at. He went with somebody somewhere, right? So we have right here, whoever beat him so much. He beat me so much, physically, mentally, verbally, financially, however, right? Somebody beat him some way, I name, right? Did I leave any out emotionally? But he's holding on to love or caring about whoever this person is. He saw that this helped him up in his life. He pinpointed the action and helped him up. And he had to do something about it because somebody was fixated on his sexuality. Okay, he made a choice. He was choosy about going to another state. Not this state. These are all examples. So he went to where he went for Netflix, right? Wherever that was. He was going to cheat on his fortune, show that he could build his future. Follow me? So it says right here, he was trying his best to escape from all of those problems behind. He really wanted to express back then, but he couldn't. He was among people who wouldn't let him express, right? Because it was going to be consequences. So they measured and tested and saw how far they could go with Mr. Yohanes, and it was awful. Okay? He said, I'm ready. He was ready. No more as far as taking anything off of where these people are. Now, let's go to this one. Okay? Some kind of way he was going to have it where somebody was going to court back then, or somebody going to be going to court as far as him right now after his death. Follow me? About it. Okay, we have right here something that's superficial, green leafy foliage he was around. He was entwined in some type of gossip, whatever the gossip was. Okay, so we have right here that somebody wanted him to be strictly theirs. Okay, it says right here, what are you going to do about it? Somebody's asking him what he's going to do about something. Okay, you'll know better than anybody else, they told him. If it was done to you, would you like it? This would be Mr. Yohanes. So we have right here, he had to make arrangements to get out of that camp, get out of that dorm, get out of that room, get out of that college, get out of somebody's house or wherever God talking about, somewhere, some party or whatever he was. Because it was time shared somewhere he was. But then he had to rope himself off, or he was roped off when he was somewhere, deserted somewhere or whatever, right? He was roped off, or he had to get roped off, take it however it goes, because some kind of way rape took him there sexually, follow me, or took this person there sexually to be the way they was sexually. Get what I'm saying? So we have right here, he was picky or somebody was picky. Follow me? We got September 3rd. I don't know what that would mean. That's a healing card. I don't even know why it's in here. Let's flow. So we have right here, do not refuse to help God send them. So God was sending him help, and that was to go to that lighthouse I told you about. Whichever place he needed to help him out. He had to look at his life, and if he didn't see any progress, he had to ask his own self why things ain't working in his life. So his competition as far as work, right? So I'm going to not say what work, I'm going to say at his college. It's cruddy. I'm going to say at his college it was cruddy, not at his job. Because he had competition. He had his spot. He ain't had to be fighting for his job. He had it. It was at college. So we have right here, it was a fortress. He was wanting his freedom, and he was getting it from a fortress. And that would be college. Dealing with all that mess there with those racist people, whoever they was. He was dealing with 1, 2, 3, or how many it was. Or he was somewhere else and might had him stuck. And then the fortress would be that water. Once they found him, he was free from that fortress, because that was what you considered a fortress, because he was laying in it all that time, however long he was, and that was a fortress. Follow me? If not that, he was somewhere, somebody had him held some kind of way, and that was a fortress. If not that, it was college. Okay, being stuck there because he had to finish his studies, and it was like He was under lock and key and he wanted out. He had to get structure because it says how to control things in the best way. He needed to have structure in his life. Okay, he gotta learn. It says God will help him, but he gotta learn to listen to what God tell him and go to the training, counseling, or whatever God tell him to do. He must do it. So we have right here that he wanted somebody to bring an emotional love that he needed because it was intense madness with somebody he was dealing with at this place, college, party, wherever he was. Not at work. It's not the work. It's not the problem. God wanted him to turn himself into a new version of Mr. Yohanes. Because he was dealing with somebody sadistic, somebody who liked to inflict pain. And he's dealing with a racist if it's just one of them. And they like pain because they full of hate. Needed soul support. He was wondering if he can trust this racist. And he couldn't. Follow me? Here, Mr. Yohanes, I can't do it. He is, I can't do it with whatever it is. He done said no to more. No more. I can't do it. He had brown eyes. There was a lack of love for him. And that was the last time for a lack of love for him. He had to beware the Lord thinker. This person luring him. He got lured to be mistreated. Here's some numbers. It could be June the 1st, January the 1st, however it's flowing. I mean, January the 6th, October the 6th, however it's flowing. The 16th of this month, whatever it is. Let's flow. Because somebody was sneaky and aimed for that thing to give him a hard time because he had to beware. Follow me? So we have right here that somebody wanted him to lay down beside him or her, whoever this is. And we got money. For money, or they lived in the same house and one of them had money or something like that, or is a job, however it's flowing. He was a mouthpiece, or this person was a mouthpiece. Person saying, what you gonna do about it? Follow me? Or somebody wanted him to lay down for money and make money, however it's flowing, right? So it says right here, honestly, because it say being adopted will find my parents matter. He wasn't adopted. So either this person this sadistic person might have been adopted, don't have a family, don't have love, so he got a real bad problem because he don't have his parents. Or we got, this is Mr. Yohanes. With him, this would be that he adopted. That means he is, the school is pretty much his parents. His family is the school. Follow me? The principals, what you call the professors, all them people there. Follow me? And we're finding my parents. He want to go home. That's all it says right here, right? He had to defeat a failing. He was coping because he had to deal with this racist mess there and these people. He couldn't really express and be who he really was. He had to kind of conform and be aware that he wasn't just to get along. And it wasn't good. He was, I say he was isolated for a coping mechanism. He was isolated some kind of way. Okay, it says right here that I want to change, but I worry about others. See, he want to change and be really who he is, but he worrying about others. The backlash he going to get. Who are you really, God says. He need to be who he was. Everybody else was being who they wanted to be. Right? Showing their ugly ways. He need to return it back to the sender. Something was extraordinary from one of these people because he was dealing with a big boy, whoever his big boy was, and he's an antidote to whoever that was. It was amazing, right? He was amazed, or somebody was amazed. He was acting spicy, or this person was to him. So we have right here, do he know all, do the family, do the law, whoever know all the facts about the situation, if he was murdered, or did he actually commit suicide? And do it really matter, right? Or did he know all the facts as far as religion? Or do we know all the facts as far as anything as far as schooling, or what's going on at the school? That some of them students got racist ways, harassing, or whatever, or what they did to him. If he wanted to not have a religion, would he? We got number 5, God's number of grace. So what's next? Trying to tear another person down. Somebody's trying to tear him down with a look on his or her face, whoever these people are. Okay, it says right here that he is dealing with a Judas for sure. Whoever this person is, he is a wonderful conqueror, but he is dealing with a Judas. Youth don't last for so long. Him or this person needed to exercise. He's petrified about his cabbage, his dough, his moolah, his bread, his coins, his green, his money. Follow me? Okay? He wanted sensitivity and tenderness because somebody was taking shortcuts some kind of way to get to him, riding, walking, or wanted to touch on him or whatever to see how far they can go or anything like that. Or just in studies or whatever this is God talking about, because he is entwined in gossip right here. Okay, so we got somebody, the pickpocket is the cops and just a white person in general. So we got a white person that tried to rob him of his money, begging for his money or anything like that, take his money, or we got a cop patting him down. So it goes either way. He was jovial, but he got some kind of epiphany from God because the lights was flashing and he needed to see the lights. God said, you got to see those lights to unwant what need to go, and that would be these friends of his. How do he know it's true? Follow me, what God's saying. How do he know it's true that he need to unwant these friends or whatever this is? Because it's going to be lighting a fire in him to let him know you got to get out of this. Because, see, it was back to money. He penny pinching and it's real. He got dealt with a racial act with somebody, but he's going to seek justice for, because it was talking in his surroundings. He's going to seek justice for a racial act dealing with who these people is. Because he was having a time at that school. He was gaining much hope in it all and seeing everything in it. Oh, shoot. Okay, universe. Okay, he wanted something in print from this person or whoever, but the person felt like, who you think you is asking me for something in print? You don't believe me? No, he don't believe you. He wants something in print. Give him his receipt or whatever it is he's supposed to have. Okay? He had to make a choice, God says. Right? He had to stand up against abuse because he was dealing with racial abuse. It's all throughout all his storylines. He was captivating. Somebody wanted him to make up his mind, or he wanted somebody to make up their mind. We got number 3. Whatever the 3 could be. Door 3, I don't know what it is, right? So we have right here that he's forcing himself. Strike that. Forcing himself to cope, yeah, with the hurt. Ask himself why he even stayed and dealt with that bull, that stuff. Because it says right here that God told him to get out now. Because somebody's running up his peace, running up the bills, or whatever this person was doing. Right? Because he's crying out at the house, upset at the house, depressed at the house, yelling at the house, whatever was going on at the house. Follow me? So him or somebody. So it says he need not be talked down to because he showed his emotions and feelings. No matter his crime, he had to keep God front and center. So we have right here that he hooked himself on and ran from his problems. He hooked himself onto something these people wanted him to do, or he hooked himself onto his new job at Netflix. Follow me? It's easy to leave and just leave things to others and escape. So if he just went on to Netflix and just escaped, right, that would be the escaping for him, and he just left it behind, all of the racist stuff, right? He didn't really do a bunch of complaining when he was there, but somebody wanted full revenge on him. Follow me? Whoever it was. They say, alright. He said, alright, you want full revenge because he was not exempt. Follow me? So he had to take heed that what was called to be seen and heard by him by these people, because somebody committed a racial act. Okay, so it says right here, he had to allow himself life to follow him to the best places, and the best place would be Netflix, right? He is being essential by coping. He is coping with dealing with all this mess, but it says right here, he had some feelings that he is drowning in a sea of feelings he couldn't recover from. Follow me? And something downtown could help him. And he went to that lighthouse, remember I told you. Somewhere he went, follow me. Only you, babe. We got somebody flirting, anything like that with him. Because somebody wanted him to make up his mind. Okay, he had to see the power in his mind to see whatever he needed to see. So right now, it's really, Lord, I'm trying to see those cards. I need to see them cards, universe. Was he murdered? Was he murdered, or did he commit suicide? I need those actual cards to actually show me come off my hand. Whew. Okay, let's see. Lord, I need those cards. I need to know that Mr. Yohanes murder himself, universe, or did somebody murder him? I need to know so I can finish up his storyline and just put peace to it. Peace. Mr. Yohanes, young life snatched away, torn away. I wish you would have been able to tell your family. We cannot not tell our family what's going on with us. When people doing things to us, what do we got to tell our family, tell our actual real friends, not these fake friends, people you meet at school. Them people not your real friends. Them people fake friends. Your real friends is people that you left home. That's your real friends. You got to tell people what's going on with you. People can do anything to you, and nobody knows. Okay, let's see, universe. I need to finish this. I'm seeing 8. Where are you, 8? We had this one too. Seems like the same ones keep coming out. Same ones. We had this. Same ones. So the murder card ain't in this one because we had this already because I know this card. Somebody going to jail though by the time. I just want to know some kind of the universe. Because whoever you are, you gave Mr. Yohanes a disease, you gotta go to jail. Because when you spread, where is this at? When you spread HIV and AIDS and things like that to somebody, that's a crime. That's a crime if you know it or not. That's a crime. Okay, here we go. I'm so sick of this gay girl. I don't know what to do. Who in the heck is this gay girl? I'm so tired of looking at this card. Some girl, I don't know what to do. I'm so tired of seeing her. That girl. I want to see something really showing something there, Lord. I'm trying to see if he survived. I mean, if he murdered himself. I'm so sick of that person seeing that card. I'm so tired of looking at it. Tell me to look around and keep being right back in my hand. This is nerve-wracking. I'm trying to just get to the bottom of this. Let's just see. He went somewhere with somebody that he liked. If it wasn't a hotel, it was just some place. Follow me. He wasn't familiar with the place. Follow me. So it says right here to be the God in him and take the reins and run with it and be the God in him. Because it says that can he cope? Because everybody knows. His family know. And everybody else know too. The school know. Get what it's saying. The school know. The job, the people, his co-workers know, or his family knows. It's a group of people who know, whichever group of people it is. But can he cope with it as far as something that happened to him? Get what I'm saying? Something happened to him. It was showtime and life was like a movie. That's a negative card. Something happened to him. Okay, let's see. He had to take his power back and get away from the idiot, because he's dealing with an idiot for real. So we have right here that see these same cards. I'm going to take it not with his sibling. I'm going to take it with some. Instead of saying the job, I'm not even going to say the job because he was at college. Because I don't feel it's the job card. It's somebody from school that got some kind of problem. He made a gesture because he was tired of buffoonery or somebody with him. Okay, it says right here that he wanted to make a pocket full at work. Follow me? Okay, somebody felt like he was disrespecting the person. You can't disrespect me. But he had to see it with full eyes because he allowed somebody to neglect him at one point. But then maybe he changed up and decided he wasn't going to allow nobody to disrespect him anymore because he was catering to maybe this person in the summer or whenever. So God didn't want him to move fast on things, but have a wise mind, Mr. Yohanes. Because right here, he wanted to go home. Just a helpless card. He wanted to go home. It's like you feel trapped. You feel stuck. You want to go home. You want to get out. But God said He need to reach out for help, call his parents if he needed financial help, or call somebody. If there's anything like that, see him money coming behind it. See what I'm saying? He was going to accept any money given to him because he was gorgeous. Follow me? So we got this right here. Transport of an infection or transport of a drug ticket, however it goes. So he had to work on his problems, but not here. Because it says it was some defeat for him. Follow me? And it was some choice words. Him and somebody fussing. So we have this lady, a lady that was pretty, whoever she is, right? Okay, so if not a lady, it's a man dressed like a lady, whoever this is. You'll have to be strong for the best outcome. He had to be. Was he just holding on for life? So we have number 4. So whoever this is, somebody connected to him. When you lose a spouse, when you lose a boyfriend or girlfriend, you are free. This person is free. Whoever this is. Like he went to connect with, went to meet. Who are you, sir? Okay, this person was going to do it, make this person feel good. He got chummy with a support group when he went to the meeting he went to, or wherever he went. That center of love, not the center of love, that's counseling. When he went to the lighthouse, I said, hospital, wherever he went. I don't know what his thing was, so I don't know. I can't say his stuff because I don't know what's going on with him to know which one was his lighthouse. It might have been a hospital or church, I feel, maybe. I just don't know. I don't want to guess. Okay, it says right here that his mother was emotionally unavailable. What did mother love feel like? So he wanted to feel his mother right here. He wanted his mother. He wanted to feel his mother right here. He wanted to feel his mother. Get what I'm saying? He wanted his mother's love right here. Yeah. Okay, so either he is tender and sissified, or he is dealing with somebody. He was dealing with somebody tender and sissified. Somebody's acting tender and sissified, anything like that. I'm bruised, but I'm still me inside. He was bruised from something that happened to him. But God says he got to be calm and confident. We got the number 11. So we have he had to wear the shield of honor and helmet of strong for the best option for him, right? Because he was dealing with somebody calm or play, but he had to be strong. So it was a mystery to all that somebody had a bunch of demons that they need to confront. Being different. See, we keep having a race card. Somebody had a problem with his color. Terrible. There's not too many storylines I put down that a race card don't come out. But he is adorable. See, people want to make you look like you ugly and make you think you ugly and all kind of things when you're beautiful. And they jealous because you're beautiful. Follow me? Being different just means you stand out. He stood out. He was beautiful. Okay. It says right here, a handsome young man. It says somebody was an enabler for him to have financial gain. Or he was an enabler for somebody to have financial gain. Somebody wanted to make money off him. Follow me? However it's flowing. He sought help because of a rape. If not him, this person he is dealing with. He tried to get along with these people. Okay, so somebody was hooking notes about his so-called friends. Follow me? So we have right here that he was saying okay to something that he really didn't want to do. He needed to learn to pick his battles. Don't go along with something that he didn't want because somebody wanted him to get closer to a gay girl, or he did himself. So he is marveling at the gate and loving it. So I don't know if this is like some kind of arrangement at a place. Because the first card is this card. It say hotel, but it could be any place, right? Usually when this card coming in, it usually be some kind of money deal, money situation where people want to make money with videos. Get what I'm saying? Third parties, arrangements, and all kind of stuff. Usually when that card comes, that's what it means. Then we got the gay girls in here. Then we got money up here. So let's just flow. See that she or he is crying out, torture me not. So somebody was torturing him some kind of way in whatever fashion. I don't know. Whatever was going on. He's marveling at the gate and loving it. Maybe going to make money or whatever this is. Okay, look what both eyes. He needs to look what both eyes. And the mirror was going to tell him the truth. So somebody was after him some kind of way. Right here. somebody unstable, drunk, on drugs or whatever, chasing or fussing or anything like that. But it says right here, he shouldn't wonder if the person gay. You need to ask the person, can I feel my God's mission being gay? This is his card. So if he wasn't gay and he engaged with somebody with a threesome or anything like that, or any kind of whatever this is, he would think that he gay because he engaged, or he was actually already. I just don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Because this is his card, because he's the God person. So we hear right here, he was devastated about something. So we hear right here that a warrant is coming and somebody's going to jail. Follow me? So we have somebody need to filter their ways because it was tearing down his emotions bad. So we have somebody was discarding him where he said, I don't think so. So we have God told him, do you like this stuff, Mr. Yohanes? If you don't, you need to get out of this mess. And the last card is, if he changes identity, it ain't going to work with his twin because he is the common denominator, his identity. His sex change, if he go gay, a sex change, or if they start clashing, it ain't going to work. That would be with whoever he consider his partner or whoever his person is. So this is not really saying about suicide or nothing, so I can't really tell. They got the life is like a movie, but I just really can't, this look like some place he just was at or something. That really he was fine with going with at first because whatever was going on, but then, I don't know if some kind of way, I don't like guessing. I like to try to make it all the way I can understand it good. Maybe something happened some kind of way. But this is a lot again, Lord. I'm trying. God told me upstairs. So maybe God just want me to go with what God told me upstairs. Because God ain't letting nothing come on the table so far. I got 3 sets of cards sitting there. And I still... I got 3 stacks of cards and God didn't let it come up yet. I saw the manslaughter, but that's not going to let me know for sure. If he... that's not going to let me know for sure. I want to know for sure. Okay, let's see next. Let's just flow. I got to see. I'm going to do one more. Lord, give me the cards, supernatural cards, if he killed himself. Or give me the put out card or the murdered card, Lord, if he was murdered. Because I need to end it where I know for sure myself. Because I don't like when we wishy-washy and I don't know. I like to know myself. Because I know God told me upstairs, but I need the cards to back it up. Okay, Lord. Which one? Number 2. Okay. I'm going to try one more time and I'm going to let it be it. And I'm just going to go with what God told me upstairs. I'm going to say it out. I mean, I really like to see it in the cards, though. Wiggle. Jiggle. Oh, it dropped. Let's just see how I can work this. Yep, I don't see the murdered card. So if I don't see the murdered card, and I don't know, I'm not seeing the murdered card. God ain't giving me that deck for nothing. I'm not seeing those cards. I only saw that manslaughter, but that can go with doing something for the car, so I don't know for sure. See, I like to have things clarified. Even though God told me upstairs, I really like to see it in the storyline. When I hear things upstairs to back up what I hear. Okay, his budget was plummeted. Okay, so we have thoughts was squirreling at the duplex at some place he was at. He had a weakness for lovemaking or caring about people in general or about a person. So we have right here that he's dealing with somebody who was fickle, who wanted a second chance with him. Okay, somebody asked him, is you available, Yohanes? And he said, yeah, I'm available. Sure, here it is. Are you available? Next card is he had to accept defeat and adapt to it. because he had deep feelings inside. Here's some numbers. Follow me? Whoa. Okay, maybe looking at the moon at night some kind of way. It says right here that he was feeling all his feelings. God told him to feel your feelings because he was tangled up with somebody. He was wondering was something his fault because he made a choice and he is going to chance it and he made a choice, right, about whatever. Okay, God said don't hurt nobody, right? Because he was wondering if he could trust somebody, whoever it is, right? This guy. Evidence shows that he was dealing with money that he was owed, maybe from this person, because something come from his childhood. He was very overprotective. He was groggy with this person he was dealing with. That's wrong. But he had to plan his vision, God says, right? Because God said for no more conquests in love or business, right? The best outcome for him for a better future is that he had no more conquests in love or business, because he is sustaining himself at a shelter, a place that was not his home. Get what it's saying? So we have right here the structure of, right? Because he is in agreement with somebody, whoever it was. So we got a Wednesday, Friday, or whatever day of the week. He was working hard on something with somebody he knew. Whoa, shoot. So we got the battlefield in there. So the battlefield, is that the girl card down there? Let me see if I get it. Let's see if that's she know the truth. Let's see. Yep, that's it. I tried to ignore that card, but God said no, the bracelet one. I want that card. I kept seeing it, but I ignored it. She know the truth. She not innocent in it all. So we got a female that know what's going on, whoever she is. So we got number 11. There's a female that knows. Okay, so at number 4, somebody was looking at him, taking him as promiscuous, right? Looking at him as promiscuous some kind of way. God said he had to take care of himself. Follow me? Because promiscuous means also when you don't use protection. You can be with the same person, but you still not using protection. So that's promiscuous because you're taking a chance. You don't know who your person talking to out in the street. So we got right here the portal, internet, any kind of social media coming behind it. So he might have met somebody on social media. He might have been on social media or whatever's going on here. So it says right, why did he hold on so long? Because he had to fight for his sanity. Because somebody looked at him as a liability. Follow me? Because maybe somebody was looking at people on social media, meeting people on social media. Maybe he met somebody on social media, however it's flowing. Maybe somebody a Pisces, act like a Pisces, act like a water sign. Maybe he act like a water sign at one point. You have to see it for what it is. Okay, maybe the person was a Taurus, act like a Taurus, is an earth sign some kind of way, but he had to look in the mirror. Maybe he's an earth sign. So God had to intervene some kind of way because something was done dirty, something was bad. God got to come in and intervene. It's like somebody ready to kill you. God got to kind of step in and make sure you don't get killed. Or you and somebody did you so dirty and cruddy and bad. God got to get in to see if God can soften up your heart to forgive the person over here that did you cruddy. You get what I'm saying? So we have God right here with him and somebody that did him wrong. Follow me? So, we have right here, he had to change and chance it all because somebody looked at him as a weak back because he had settled down at the fortress at some place that he wanted out of, the college or wherever he was, some place. He was wallowing in his pain at one point, but God said he is simply the best. Okay, he wanted to express and say a whole lot, but he wasn't because he was nervous among a group of people, a pyramid. I've met at least 3 of them somewhere. So some kind of way he was sitting in a car, or he got in a car and he was sitting in it. A lot of money was being spent some kind of way, but it was neutral as far as finding jobs, right? So we have pill pushing effect. So some kind of way he's dealing with somebody who was taking pills and can get them anytime, or he was. We gotta take it however it's going. I don't know. Okay, you're no better than nobody else. Strike that. God said he was a go-getter, and he's going to go get him or her. He's going to go get somebody, go talk to somebody or whatever on a Tuesday or whatever day. So he needed structure, and he stung somebody or somebody stung him. So we have right here that my lawyer says so some kind of way he got a lawyer, was going to get a lawyer, anything as far as a lawyer, because it was a racial act done against him. Okay, so he had to remember what God said that he was, but I don't know what God said he was with all of these cards so far. Something was in plain sight. He need not jeopardize it though, because God says that he had to get ready to be in charge of his own life, because he wasn't being in charge. So being ready to be in charge was him getting ready to go work at Netflix, right? He had to move fast on what was calling him forward, and that was Netflix, a new life. Okay. Okay, we'll find his princess. Where's your princess? So he could win. So if he had a child, the daughter would be his princess. If he had a wife, she would be his princess. If he had a woman, she would be his princess. But I feel like his princess is his mother. That's his princess until he got his wife. His mama is his princess. Right here, he wanted his princess. Get my drift. He wanted his mother. Follow me? Because nothing like the mother's love. Right, so we have right here because he was resistant right here. Right, because somebody wasn't all there he was dealing with. So, yeah. So it says right here that somebody was talking down to him, trying to tear him apart to shreds, right? Somebody who don't look like him, that fought him in words, physical, emotionally. However the person tried to tear him apart and fight him. God didn't want him to overtalk to whoever this person is, but something is in his drawer. It says you can find it in the drawer. Something in his drawer that needed to be found, because he wanted some guy to change, whoever the guy was. Because we got a man or whoever this person is a pusher of money. Somebody who like making money. That's just flow. Okay, Lord. So in a discreet manner, he's going to talk to this person about money. So we had he had to know he had to love himself first. Never stop wanting the best out of love for himself, because he is hanging with a popular crowd. But it's going to be on letterhead that this person is guilty as charged. Guilty of what? Giving Mr. Yohanes a disease, stealing from him. If he was attacked, that's part of it. What else? Racial abuse. You got a lot tacked on to you, whoever you are. God says your name gonna be on letterhead. It's not him. He's not here. It's you. That's the same card. I might as well put it down. That was a waste of my time. I looked right at it and shuffled and it came right back. Okay, in the winter time, God wanted him to find other ways to make money, because he was trying to make money with you some kind of way. I don't know. So that's his card. That was before maybe he got his Netflix job. He's trying to make money at college some kind of way, maybe, where attention was born. Death was the last result. Look what it's saying. Death was the last result. The end of the friendship, the end of college, or the end of his life. Follow me. Because he was hanging with a popular crowd that had intense energy. And that would be you, sir, and all of your buddies. Okay, because he's dealing with work ethics. You're calling too much. Work ethics, good work ethics, trying to hear good work ethics, trying to call for work, or anything like that. What's going on with him? And he wound up getting a job, though. You probably didn't have a job. He need to cover his genitals. Maybe you was calling him, trying to get him to come to work and do whatever you wanted done. Some little side job you had for him to do that included anything that need to cover the genitals. Follow me. God saying he needed to cover the genitals right there. So we have right here to enjoy the life that God continued to he had to enjoy the life that God continued to give him, to be happy again, because tension brewed. Because what was life to him, God says? What was life to you, Mr. Yohanes? Okay, let's just flow for a minute. Okay. That's really a death card. Let me flow for a minute. Cover his genitals, and here we got the tension, and then we got the life. Okay, let's see. He is achy and it varied. Number 17. Some kind of smooth trinket, cross, ring, charm, coin, whatever this is, necklace. Because he is dealing with a popular crowd with intense energy. We got the life card. The life card is a death card. So I'm looking at these three for Mr. Yohanes right here. all of this right here. Let's see something. Mr. Yohanes, did you kill yourself? God wanted him to, not now, but it was college time. God wanted him to find another way as far as growing money. Because we have right here that tension was brewing. The end came to him growing money that way. Because somebody was calling him as far as work ethics, probably trying to get him to come to work. He needed to cover his genitals, so tension brewed, right? But he had to continue to live his life and be happy again because tension brewed. So both of these is death cards. He was achy and it varied. And we have right here that God talking to Mr. Yohanes. What is life to you, Mr. Yohanes? Because there's nobody around this card right here. I don't see no people around. They say a popular crowd he was hanging with. Maybe he had a cross some kind of way in his hand. A charm. Death was the last result. Tension brewed. Let's see something. This man going to jail for whatever it is, if it's for giving Mr. Yohanes a death sentence. You going to jail for something because it's saying it. You say death was the last result right here. What is life? That's another death card. But I don't see a bunch of nothing around it, like nobody doing nothing to him. Hang with this popular crowd. Because making money. So I don't know if it was like some kind of making money at some place where making money where doing videos or something like that. I don't know. I don't want this to be the last one, Lord, but I don't know. So far, I can't really see that nobody did nothing to him, but this one, I mean, it's not coming out on the way like that, so I'm ready to call it quits, Lord, with that and just say what you told me upstairs. Let me see. Okay, we got... Okay, I'm going to try one more. 10. I'm going to try this last one. If I don't see it in here, I'm just going to go off of what you told me upstairs. And I'm just going to say it out, what God told me upstairs. So I wanted to see as much as possible if I can put on here anything that to let it show in the cards. But so far, I'm seeing different stuff, so, okay. Let's just let me try to get this on. Number 5. Yeah, this person going to jail. Guilty as charged going to be on letter here, but I don't know exactly what. If I don't see the murder card, I don't know if he going for a racial act or what he going for then. Rape. I don't know what he going for then. If it's not, if I don't see nothing as far as the life card then. Okay, no more time for lack. No more time for lack. He had to be responsible for himself, Mr. Yohanes. Let's just flow here. We got talking at a car. He is going to be that runner and put all his all in because somebody was downing, or he was downing somebody because they was coughing. So we have right here, he was covering up something, but he needed to let out his feelings. He needed a Jesus miracle. That's the double miracle. When you have no way out, you can't survive. It's impossible. So we have right here was all about money. What was he do to save himself? So I don't know if he owed people money. I don't know what this is. He was fussing out money or whatever. So we have right here, he is scaling out something for Rosie Summer or somebody else, anything like that. So he said he innocent, or somebody said he innocent. He said he was not guilty, or somebody said he not guilty, but he wanted to bring favor to something and cultivate something or somebody him. So we have right here that the power to stay silent is no more. He's going to do some talking on somebody. That's the telling card. Snitch card, or whatever you want to call it. And that's good. He needed to because he wasn't being treated right. It was a countdown to recovery, and then was the last resort if he didn't go for some kind of something, right? So it says right here that dealing with a drug or dealing with pain. He was a genius, and he didn't even know what all these people, because people was picking certain people, you know, and it was racist, right? It was time for him to ask somebody, wanted him to promise you going to act and do whatever they wanted, or it was time for him to act, God says, right, to do something. Problem was he was too nice, God says. He was in his emotions, being sensitive, but he's chewing on luxurious. Somebody might have told him, well, make some money, but he lost his cushions in minutes. His cushions would be his life. Because evidence shows right here that he's going to keep picking this up off the floor if he didn't get away from these people. Stop this, if he was in some deal with somebody or whatever God talking about, because he is holding on to a dormant behavior he need to let go of. He need to learn whatever lessons it is. The lesson is pain. He had to start respecting one another, him and some person, because somebody was racist. Here it is, another racial card, I told you. That I don't know what kind of place he was at, but it's ridiculous. It's like racial cards all throughout. Black is beautiful, people. Okay, know that, I'm telling you, right? He liked music. He was going to be moving to rougher matters if he didn't make a change. We got number 18, number 1, number 8, maybe the months, some kind of way. He was getting high. It says right here, he was getting high. This is his card. He need to get help. He need to get help because somebody wanted their needs met some kind of way, and it was abuse. So some kind of way he's going to take out a lawsuit. Some kind of way he's going to take out a lawsuit, or the family going to take out one, anything like that. So we have right here that he needed to deal with what was on his plate. There was his own problems. Maybe he had a design rug, or he was somewhere where it was a design rug on the floor. He wanted his freedom from some commitment, from college, from with somebody, from in some deal or whatever he was in. He wanted to get free, follow me? So he had something on the skin, or this person got something on the skin. Burns, tattoos, scars, pimples, freckles. Whatever it is. Something is on the skin. Whatever. Pimples, something is on the skin of this person. Tattoos that we're talking about on him. He had these feelings inside. He had to start relying on himself to elevate his own self for this person. Okay, it's nobody's affair, but the person he involved with had consideration. Should he forget his person for the God mission? It's horrifying. He was trying to distinguish something, because we got right here the COVID. Dealing with the COVID right here. A lapse in it, the COVID. In jobs. Or just in COVID. So we have right here that some kind of way he's going to take somebody's hand forevermore. Their friendship. Or he likes somebody, whatever. He wanted to really have that person around. Okay, he need not be showing his problems though, because it was a crystal layer probably with this person. Was a crystal layer as far as his life, as far as this person or whatever it is, because he wanted somebody to get in it like a soccer connection, or somebody wanted him to just get into it, get the feelings and indulge with me or whatever. With whatever the situation, because something was being forced on him, whatever it was. So we have numbers again. Okay, it was some kind of activity on his phone, but his phone was locked. Whatever it was on his phone's sitting locked. But something on his phone, get what it's saying. He had lots of life, and he was seeing his potential. Follow me? Tell her. So tell her it's going to have to be his mother, because it might be a lady out there. But I'd rather focus on his mother. Tell her. Mention me. His name is Yohanes. Mention me, tell her, tell my mother, because I want this, I feel this is mother, not just some woman. Do I shuffle or leave it like this, Lord? Let's just flow. I don't know, something say leave it. Somebody asked him, did he need any help? And he moved on it and let the person help him. Or somebody asked him for help and he helped the person, however it went. He was dealing with somebody who was starving for power. Just to his mother. This is what I'm saying. But he had to make sure this person was an adult and don't just look like one, because it could fool him. The next one is Yohanes was gambling too much and he needed to be checked. Gambling with whatever it was, taking a chance on something or whatever it was. Friends, job opportunity, or whatever he was gambling with, whatever it was. Okay, we have right here somebody wanting him to lay down beside them. And they're going to give him some money, because evidently he might have needed some money before he went to this job to have the job. I don't know. right? Follow me? Or he had money and somebody was living in a house with him. Anything like that, I don't know. Okay, then we can have that God wanted him to be bold and stand up toward somebody who had money who might have been harassing him. Anything like that. Because it was seed time. See, we dealing with money. All this money. It was a sure thing. It was going to be seed time. Follow me? For him. Follow me? No more excuses, right? For not having money or anything as far as money, right? Excuse my French. Next one is the loss of a loved one is hard. The loss of Yohanes. Letting go is hard. But some kind of way he was raped and he wanted to know if it was his fault. Not the stolen from. I don't want to take this with stolen from because there's too many sexual cards and things all throughout. Even though money is a lot with money. So I really feel from the beginning that somebody did something to him, attacked him or whatever. He might didn't want to make no trouble because he wasn't trying to get thrown out of school maybe back then. You don't want to get thrown out of school and stuff like that. So you kind of keep your mouth shut. But it's not fair that you got to keep your mouth shut when people abuse you and do things to you. Because this is for the mother. Mention me, Yohanes. Somebody asked me, did I need some help? Get what it's saying. And he moved on it. Get what it's saying. Person was starving for power. Person's supposed to be an adult, but he need to make sure the person was one and don't just look like one. He was gambling too much himself as far as like going here and taking a chance with this person as far as making some money. He need to be checked, Mr. Yohanes. Follow me? Okay, so here's somebody wanting him to lay down some kind of way as far as making money. Follow me? Some money deal or whatever this is. It was seed time for sure to make money. Because it was no excuses. Right? Excuse my French. And here it is right here. Letting go is hard. The loss of a loved one. He was wondering if it's his fault that he got raped. So some kind of way. Maybe somebody asked him something and when he went and whenever it was, whenever it might have been, something happened to him. Somebody did something to him maybe. And that's something that's probably what happened to him at school or something or wherever this might be. Something happened to him. And that was kind of overwhelming maybe back then for him. Anything like that maybe. Because that's, if it's not this one of them seemed like it's focused on going to that place. And when it's that place, chewing on luxurious, when it's this place here, there's always some kind of money deal or somebody trying to make money. It never turns out right. It never turns out right when that card is in the storyline. It never turns out right. Something's going to go wrong because that never turns out right because it's not good. So I'm still not seeing that. So it's not really coming out. I saw the manslaughter card and I saw certain cards. But God not bringing out the murder card for me and the put out card. God ain't bringing it out. I didn't even see the X out card, I don't think. I'm not sure if I saw the X out card. I'm just not sure. But I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. What time is it? Stumping on 5. Let's see if one of them in here. Oh, bulletproof. Here it is. Here the X out. Look at that. I just said that. Didn't you hear me say that card? I think I did this one in his other one though. I think this one in his other one. This is going to be it for Mr. I'm just going to leave it at this. He might have did what he did off of news he heard or whatever he was going through. He might have. only God knows, so he might have. Because some people, when they're overwhelmed, they do different things. But he might didn't. Because if his belongings was found all over the place, they shouldn't be all over the place. Everything should be in the same place. His backpack shouldn't be all the way down the street. And his computer found always somewhere else. Get what I'm saying? They're all supposed to be in the same place. Right? You gotta look at details like that. It shouldn't be all over the place. If he's going to do something to himself, he's not going to sit there and say, well, Lord, let me go put my backpack down there. Let me put my stuff here. When somebody get ready to kill themselves, really get ready to kill themselves, really suicidal person that's really suicidal, that really mean business, they not going to do nothing. They not calling nobody to tell nobody. They not doing any of that. They just going to do it. They're not going to take their backpack over there, put their phone over there. They're not doing all of that. They just going to leave whatever where it's at. They're going to leave whatever. If they got it in their pocket or whatever, why is you taking your phone and stuff out your pocket? If you get ready to kill yourself, it don't matter if it's in your pocket or not, right? It don't matter. You jump in, he going to jump in the water with it in his pocket. You don't sit there and take nothing out your pocket. What's all that about? You know, so I look at all the details to things. So it's like doing all that unless you hesitating or something like that. That's the only reason you'll do all that. People who really mean business, they not doing all that. They don't take our time to think on that. They just do what they gonna do. They definitely ain't gonna leave the backpack all the way here, the computer all the way there. It don't work like that. So this is the last one for Mr. Yohanes. I really don't like that he was found this way, but there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know his life. I don't know. I just wish that this didn't happen because he put too much work into going all the way through school and getting a job, and then his life just get cut short. He only been at work two weeks. I mean, that's ridiculous. That sounds like a hater to me. That sounds like somebody saying, no, you're not going to make it. I'm going to make sure you don't make it. See, that's how my mind operate. I'm not looking at that he killed himself. I had to see some real deep proof to see that he killed himself, because I do know people could be overwhelmed with stuff and they just go and do whatever. But at least it need to be that proof to show that. But going off what the news says, backpack was somewhere and his computer was always somewhere else. That don't show somebody who's going to kill themselves. Everything should be in the same place. If it was on them, you take it off where you're standing at. You get all that out of your hand. If there's anything in your hand, you take it out your hand. You ain't going on in your pockets to empty your pockets of no money or nothing like that. You're just going to put whatever in your hand on the floor, drop it or whatever you're going to do, and you're just going to dive over. You ain't doing all that extra stuff. You're not going to say, well, let me leave my backpack around the corner. It don't work like that. Your backpack's supposed to be with you. So that's why for me, I'm like, not holding on to that yet. I would have to see it in the cards for sure that he murdered himself. And so far, I can't really see it because the cards I want is not coming out. I can't just go and dig them out and put them down because I want them. They got to come out when I dig in. And I'm not seeing none of the cards, supernatural ones that go with when you kill yourself or suicidal. They not coming. And you see I got a lot of cards sitting here. So I'm just not holding on to that right now. But somebody's going to jail. Whoever this person is, whenever this person going to jail for, whatever this person going to jail for, because the person guilty is charged as far as something that has something to do with him, whatever it is. This is the verse I want.